Hi, class. Thank you for tuning in today. I'm going to read an article from msn.com. This is about, it says 2 questions about one too many stimulus checks. Okay, so if some of you have a situation where you got more than one stimulus check during the rounds of them giving the stimulus checks, like let's say uh, when you got your third stimulus check, you received not one, but two stimulus checks in that third round. That's an example of this. So I'm going to read different situations here. There's like two or three different letters, and then the person who has the tax knowledge, they're then going to respond on how to handle this type of situation. Now, I want to ask you all to, from now on, to start watching all of the videos that I post up, please, because some of you are only watching 2 or 3 minutes, or you may just watch half the video, and that really works against the channel. Okay, and so I want to get to a point where where I can post more and more videos, and I can only do that with you all's help and full support by watching the entire video, because that's going to help you to learn to read much faster. Okay, it's not an overnight thing, it's something that you have to work towards. Okay, so I'm also going to highlight the first word of each paragraph so that you can follow along and recognize the words as you see them on the screen. Okay, so dear Quentin, I'm confused. My grandparents claimed me on their 2019 taxes as a dependent. They received the third stimulus check for me. When the third stimulus checks were released, my grandparents had not filed their 2020 taxes yet, so they received stimulus money for me as their dependent. Okay. However, I filed my own 2020 taxes and I am no longer their dependent. The Internal Revenue Service also sent me a third stimulus check. Who should notify the IRS about this overpayment and how? I can't seem to find a scenario anywhere to cover this issue. Granddaughter. So that letter is from the granddaughter. Dear Quentin, I need clarification because from what I have read, we should receive a stimulus payment for our adult dependent. She is currently on Social Security and we claim her as a dependent. We support her needs year round and she lives with us. She started receiving Social Security disability insurance in December 2020. We did not receive any stimulus money on payments in the first two rounds for her, but I know that was correct because the guidelines for the age of dependence was changed under the most recent round of payments. However, she also received $1,400 in her bank account where her SSI gets deposited. Should she have received a payment? Should we have? We haven't filed our 2020 tax return yet, and I do plan on claiming her as a dependent. Excuse that noise in the background. One of my neighbors is mowing their lawn. I'm thinking this is a duplicate payment and should be paid back to the IRS. I can't find any information on what to do or if it's correct that the taxpayer and adult dependent will receive a stimulus check. So again, I'm thinking the IRS paid her in error. Mother. Okay, so that letter is from the mother. Okay, dear granddaughter and mother. All right, so this advice right here is from the tax person. So please pay attention. It says right here, the moneyist column has received many letters on this issue. The $1,400 economic stimulus payment is not a loan. This third stimulus check is an advanced tax credit on your 2021 taxes and calculated based on your 2020 taxes. You both need to decide which check was sent in error. Okay, then right here, mother. You should consult your daughter before claiming her as a dependent to ensure you are both on the same page. Granddaughter, you should alert your grandparents of your plans to file your own taxes, and in that case, they should return the payment. You both received one check too many because those claiming the adult as a dependent had not filed their 2020 taxes. So the IRS used previous tax filings as a guide. You obviously cannot be claimed as a dependent and file a tax return yourself and expect a payment. It's one or the other. According to H&R Block, you may receive a letter, and the form name for that letter is called CP87A, from the IRS stating that your dependent was claimed on another return. It will tell you that if you made a mistake, to file an amended return, and if you didn't make a mistake, do nothing. Okay, I'm going to read right here. The other person who claimed the dependent will get the same letter H&R Block adds. If one of you doesn't file an amended return that removes the child-related benefits, then the IRS will audit you and or the other person to determine who can claim the dependent. Okay, so you all have to definitely uh, decide. You have to fill out that form, and then if not, you're going to get audited, which works against you in when dealing with the IRS. Okay, because it may be that they might try to fine you if you don't fill out that form. You can return the money via check or money order with your Social Security number or taxpayer ID of the recipient. Made payable to U.S. Treasury. Those who received a paper check and did not cash it can write void on the back of the check and mail it back to the IRS. Read more here. Individuals making less than $75,000 a year in adjusted gross income will receive $1,400. The payments decrease for individuals earning $75,000 and up, and they phase out completely, meaning that they will not receive a stimulus check for those making $80,000. That's if you're an individual or more, and couples making $160,000 or more in adjusted gross income. So you're not going to get your $1,400 stimulus at all if you make $80,000 as an individual or more, or if you're a couple and you make $160,000 or more, which is what I also said in my last video. Okay, so now I'm right here. The issuance of payments has not been a straight line. One man told me he was punished by the government for being responsible because he filed his taxes early and only received $200. Some taxpayers say they've received stimulus checks for dead relatives. Wow. Okay, so that is the end of this article. And I also want to show you where you can go on the IRS website right here to, okay, let me cancel that. Okay, you can go right here. Let me refresh this website. Okay, anyway, this is an official irs.gov. You can see that right up here in the URL. I actually meant to go here. Okay, this is the beginning of the website, irs.gov, and I will include this link in the description box. This says third round of economic impact payments status available. Right here it says find out when your third economic impact payment is scheduled to be sent, or when and how we sent it with the Get Money payment application. Get My Payment updates once a day, usually overnight. Okay, so I hope you can see this hand here. It says Get My Payment. You would click there, click that button. And right here, it's just saying that this U.S. government system is for authorized use only, so just use the site for the right reason. All you need to do is click OK, click this OK button, and then you'll fill out this information to get the status on your third stimulus check. If you haven't heard anything about your stimulus check and you're worried when you're going to get your money, or if your money's on the way, you need to follow these steps. Okay, so this says Get My Money. If you need additional help, please visit our frequently asked questions, and you can click that link. Right here, you put in your Social Security number SSN stands for Social Security number if you're individual, or individual tax ID number if you're a business. ITIN stands for individual tax ID number. So you put in your 9-digit Social Security number here, or your tax ID number here. Okay, so I just type 9 numbers, and if you want to make certain you put in the right Social Security number, you can click this little I on the end here, and then it'll show you the numbers. If you want to hide the numbers again, then you'll see those dots. Okay, to keep it private. Right here it says date of birth. You put in your date of birth, but you have to put it in this format here. 2 numbers for the month, 2 numbers for the day, and 4 numbers for the year, but you have to put in the / right after the 2 digits for the month, then you put / the 2 digits for the day, then you put / again. So for example, if your birthday is February, you put 02 for February, then you put that /. The / is on the same key on your computer keyboard, the same key as the question mark is. That's where the / is located. So, all right. And then if you're, let's say your date of birth, the actual day is on the 5th. So you put 05 for the 5th, and then you put the / again. And let's say you were born in 1985. So then you put 1985. Okay. And then right here, it says street address. So then you put in your street address information. Okay, and if you don't know how to spell your street address, look on any envelopes that have come to your residence, to your house or your apartment, and your street address should be on that envelope. Okay, zip or postal code. So you put in your 5-digit zip or postal code there. After you're done with that, then you would click this continue button. Okay, it's probably going to say some information is missing because I didn't fill out everything. But anyway, you would click continue and go from there. So I'm going to put that link in the description box so that you can check the status of your stimulus. I want to thank you all for watching. Again, please watch all of the video, like and subscribe, share the video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.